I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. The political action committees for Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis are attacking each other, and it is a sight to behold. The political action committee fighting for Ron DeSantis is called Never Back Down, and they've released two ads about Donald Trump that I want to play for you. The first ad about Donald Trump is called Fight Democrats, Not Republicans, and it accuses Donald Trump of lying about Ron DeSantis's views about cutting Social Security and Medicare, and says Trump actually cut Social Security and Medicare. Here, play this first clip from the Ron DeSantis Political Action Committee. Play it.
Donald Trump is being attacked by a Democrat prosecutor in New York. So why is he spending millions attacking the Republican governor of Florida? Trump's stealing pages from the Biden-Pelosi playbook, repeating lies about Social Security. Here's the truth from Governor Ron DeSantis.
We're not going to mess with Social Security as Republicans.
What did Trump say?
Entitlements ever be on your plane?
At some point they will be. We will take a look at that.
Trump should fight Democrats, not lie about Governor DeSantis. What happened to Donald Trump? Never Back Down Inc. is responsible for the contents of this ad.
You know, without a sense of irony, I mean, both Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump have both fought for and tried to implement policies to take away Social Security and Medicare. You know, and the fact that here they're basically now trying to run as Democrats when it comes to protecting Social Security and Medicare, when their exact policies are the exact opposite, just shows you the disarray of the modern day MAGA Republican Party. I'm going to show you now Donald Trump's political action committee called Make America Great Again, Inc. Here is their ad about Ron DeSantis, saying that DeSantis is putting fingers in the hands of Social Security and Medicare. Play this clip.
Ron DeSantis loves sticking his fingers where they don't belong. And we're not just talking about pudding. DeSantis has his dirty fingers all over senior entitlements, like cutting Medicare, slashing Social Security, even raising our retirement age. Tell Ron DeSantis to keep his pudding fingers off our money. Oh, and somebody get this man a spoon.
Make America Great Again, Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The next ad I want to show you is from the Ron DeSantis Political Action Committee. Again, it's called Never Back Down. And this ad that they've made is called Gun Grabbing Trump. And they accuse Donald Trump in this ad of trying to take away people's guns. And they play clips from Donald Trump's time in office where Trump says he wants to take away people's guns. Here, play this clip.
Trump promised NRA members he'd have their back. But when Second Amendment rights came under attack, Trump abandoned us and stood with liberal Democrats.
Our side. You guys, half of you are so afraid of the NRA. We have to fight them every once in a while. That's okay.
Some of you people are petrified of the NRA. You can't be petrified. They have great power over you people. They have less power over me. I don't need it. What do I need?
That is why I have called for red flag laws.
Or might take the firearms first and then go to court. I like taking the guns early. Take the guns first, go through due process second.
He and I introduced another assault weapons bill.
Diane, you have some very good ideas. Diane, if you could add what you have also, and I think you can, into the bill.
Yeah. Joe, are you ready?
Can you do that? Joe, can you do that? Pat, can you add?
Yeah, if you help.
Well, no, I'll help, but can you add what Amy and what Diane have? Can we add them in? We're talking about rules and regulations for purchasing. We're talking about changing an age from 18 to 21. I mean, I say that it should all be at 21. We do strong background checks. We're getting rid of the bump stocks.
Trump cut and run like a coward. Trump, the gun grabber, doesn't deserve a second chance.
And then Donald Trump responded with this cartoon that he posted on his social media platform where he goes, Social Security and Medicare and Ron's attack on both have destroyed De Sanctimonious, His love affair with Jeb Bush and Karl Rove certainly haven't helped, but being a disciple of wheelchair over the cliff Paul Ryan has been a disaster. Ron has lost his supporters and his support, and MAGA refuses to endorse disloyal people. By the way, the Democrats did a fact check and they just explained Donald Trump as president proposed budget cuts for Social Security and Medicare every single year. So I know that Donald Trump is trying to now act like he's trying to not do that, but every single year, Donald Trump as president proposed budget cuts for Social Security and Medicare. I want to show you this other clip right now. This is from Democratic Congressmember Jared Moskowitz. And Moskowitz has his own strategy when he talks about Donald Trump's pudding ad and Ron DeSantis ads. You got to watch this. This was on one of the morning shows. It's quite hilarious. Play this clip.
And you know Governor DeSantis. Is he taking too long to get in the race or to at least respond to these pudding fingers attacks and such?
Well, first of all, I was there for 2.5 years. I never saw pudding, period.
Spoon or not spoon?
Spoon or not spoon. Never saw pudding, period. There is something going on in the Republican Party, and with all due respect to my Republican colleagues, that they're missing it. I don't care if it's Florida or Texas or another state. They're trying to get to the right of Donald Trump on policy. And now we hear the governor of Texas wants to pardon a murderer. You know, somehow he's going to the right. This is not a race about policy. This is a race about personality. That ad about pudding has nothing to do about the Social Security part. No one's focusing on that. They're focusing on the pudding. It's a personal attack. And so, you know, Ron should be running an ad with Donald Trump sitting on the toilet at 3 a.m. in the morning sending out tweets. I mean, that's what works on that side of the aisle.
Look at bringing your love. So you just proposed a more disgusting ad than pudding.
I know.
Like the pudding one.
What is going on?
Listen, it's not. It isn't my primary. Look.
I already have to watch and screen what my kids are watching. I mean, I think the pudding and that would be really disturbing.
Look, it's going to get worse. I promise. It's going to get worse.
The point, I think the point the congressman's making is the baseline is pudding fingers. Get ready. You're going to have to really monitor what your kids are watching.
And I think Congressman Moskowitz right there just kind of nails the current state of the GOP. And I think ultimately this is the problem that DeSantis's ads have. I mean, there's a lot of problems. But at the end of the day, this MAGA Republican Party, the policies don't really matter, right, for MAGA Republicans. The whole thing is that it is a cult. It is a cult where, I mean, just look at Ron DeSantis's ads when he was running for governor back in 2018. What were his ads then? Here, let me play for you the ad that DeSantis did in 2018, where he and his wife basically talked about how, you know, they were going to tell their children that they got to build a wall like Donald Trump. Here, play this clip.
Everyone knows my husband, Ron DeSantis, is endorsed by President Trump, but he's also an amazing dad. Ron loves playing with the kids.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
He's teaching Madison to talk.
Make America great again.
People say Ron's all Trump, but he is so much more.
Big league. So good.
I just thought you should know.
Ron DeSantis for governor.
And ultimately, that ad from 2018 by Ron DeSantis when he was running for governor, you know, ultimately is why DeSantis is not going to beat Donald Trump in the primary. I mean, it is a cult. MAGA Republican Party is a cult. And so for DeSantis to get the endorsement to be governor, he had to, you know, do a video like that, which was so incredibly demeaning and humiliating. But he helped to further fuel this bizarre MAGA cult that is like completely devoid of humanity and decency and compassion and filled with lies. Here, this was just one of the comments that were posted in response to that DeSantis Political Action Committee's ad. This is what, you know, Republican voters are talking about. This person named Cynthia Parker wrote, "I voted Trump 2 times. I'm done. He is incapable of putting his pettiness aside, which means he will be unable to govern the country under the stress it is in. We have to be Democrats. Surely they will go after whoever our candidate is, but having one that can see the long-term big picture clearly than picking and whining and throwing jabs and digs at fellow Republicans is not an option. Trump is done. He needs therapy. And then one of the other people responds to that. So true, begging for money just to use on our own party. So there you have it, folks. The state of the Republican Party, political action committee from Trump, political action committee from DeSantis, attacking each other over trying to cut Social Security and Medicare. They both want to cut Social Security and Medicare. They both have announced policies and tried to implement policies that do that. So let's be clear that that's just what their track record is. But there you see the infighting taking place, and you see some responses by some people, about how they're feeling about Donald Trump right now. So wanted to share that with you. Until next time, I'm Ben Meiselas. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers. It's free to subscribe on our YouTube, so hit subscribe. If you want to help support this network and become a member of our Patreon, go to patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Think you like the exclusive memberships we got on our Patreon. And then in addition, you can check us out wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. All right, hit subscribe on our YouTube. It's free. Thanks for watching. I'm Ben Meiselas.
The best part of waking up? MAGA tears in my cup. Check out the new MAGA tears mug available now at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com. It's 100% union made right here in the USA. I know I'm not tired of winning yet. How about you? Get yours today.